Live from Florida. This is Real Estate Q&A Gems session week 34. Appreciate y'all for popping up. I am in Florida, and we're gonna do this episode live from my home. So appreciate y'all popping up in here. I just got done Christmas shopping, but for the sake of continuity and consistency, as I preach with everybody, we're gonna keep doing this. Well, not we're gonna keep doing this, but we're gonna have our third week. No, not our third week. Our 34th week of doing this consistently. Normally, what's going on, Patrick? Yes, Duval develops. That is a fact. Three sweet talkers. What's going on? But yeah, normally you guys already know how we do this. This is normally a 12 o'clock show, 12 o'clock thing that we normally do. But for the sake of Christmas Eve, I was Christmas shopping. So with me Christmas shopping, guess what? I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I am a consistent late. Let me turn this TV down. I'm consistently a late Christmas shopper. I always shop on Christmas Eve. So that means today is Thursday. We usually do our show on Thursday at 12 o'clock. Guess what I'm doing? All day. 9 o'clock till 7 o'clock till the stores close. Guess what? I'm Christmas shopping. So we could not do the show normally at our 12 o'clock time slot. I pushed it back. But again, like I said, the biggest thing that I have to this I've established with this whole ordeal is consistency. 34 weeks straight. Guess what? I'm not skipping no weeks if I can help it. So guess what? We're doing a show today at 8:16. Now I did say, what did I did say? I did say 8 o'clock. I was almost on point with that. I pulled up into the driveway and I was rushing it inside because I told y'all 8 o'clock. And as I'm walking to my door, guess what? I live in Florida. I saw a snake. And if you guys don't know, any snake is a bad snake. And we don't play around with snakes around my way. So me and Pops went, got our shovels and our flashlights, came back out. The snake was gone. Had to go find him. Guess what? Found him. Dead snake, right? He's out in the middle of the street. Half his body cut off, right? Sorry for the PETA lovers and the animal rights people, but if a snake encroaches on my property or our property, we don't play about snakes. Sorry, they ain't going down around here. So, yeah, that's why there was a 15-minute delay, because we had to go back out and find a snake after I saw it. It was red, black, and white. It was like a common. Dang, I forgot the name of the snake. Anyway, you guys already know how this goes. We're going to wait for some folks to chime in. That is completely off topic. We're going to wait for some folks to pile in. As you guys know, it's Christmas Eve. We might not have a large crowd like we normally do, but for the sake of being consistent, we are here, and we're going to answer everything real estate related. Might not be for an hour because I still have to I have to wrap my gifts, and I have to get some stuff together. And I also have to celebrate the fact that it's Christmas Eve, and I have not sat down since last Friday when I got on a plane. So, yeah, I've been doing for everybody except myself over the last couple days. So, again, if you guys are new here, shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys for popping up. You guys already know how this goes. This is Real Estate Q&A on Real Estate Q&A Gems on Instagram. And then if you guys aren't doing so, follow me on Clubhouse, because I do this stuff on Clubhouse almost every day. Well, I was every day until last Friday. I have actually been off Clubhouse. I have not been in a room or hosted a room on Clubhouse for almost a week now, which is crazy because the past 4 weeks prior to that, it was almost every day, multiple times a day. But if you guys don't know, if you guys aren't following my life, that's perfectly fine. I'm here to tell you that I was surprised with the trip in Mexico over the weekend, and I got engaged to, which is now my fiance. So I also turned 30 as well. And then I also flew down to Florida and went deep sea fishing. So in the last 6 days, I have done a tremendous amount of stuff. So please forgive me for, just not being together. It's been a wild 6 days. My life has completely changed. I am now engaged. I'm now engaged. Yes, I'm happy about it. And I also just got back from Mexico, went deep sea fishing yesterday. Anyway, outside of that, you guys already know what's up. I appreciate your sneaker feed. Thank you for popping up in here. Oh, we got up in here. Let me see what we got. I know this is a late show. Normally, you guys know, sneaker feed knows we don't do this thing late. We usually do this at 12 o'clock. But I was sneaker feed. I was telling them I am back home in Florida, in Jacksonville, and I had to do my Christmas shopping today. And I am a Christmas Eve shopper. Sorry, but guess what? 12 o'clock slot. I was out shopping, so I couldn't do the show. So we're doing it now, just for the sake of consistency. So who we got up in here? Patrick, what's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. Gabe, what's going on, man? Gabe. Luke, Luke, man, what's going on, brother? Will buys houses. Well, Will buys real estate. What's going on, Will? Sneaker feed. What's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all for popping up in here and stopping by so late on a Christmas Eve. Normally, when I'm not supposed to be doing the show, this late at night, you guys usually pop up at 12. But you guys know how this thing goes, right? We're gonna stay on here for a little bit. I know it's Christmas Eve. You guys got stuff to do, family to be. You guys already know if you guys follow me. And you guys have listened to me babble for over half a year now. I am really big on family, so I don't want to take up y'all's time. It's Christmas Eve and it's meant for family. Y'all, get your stuff together. But we're gonna do a quick Q&A. If you guys got any questions regarding real estate, whatever, please feel free to drop that comment below right there in the section. And then you can actually ask in the comment section if you want to. I'm sorry, the little question mark. You guys know the question mark. But yeah, please feel free to ask any questions, right? And this is almost just like the Thanksgiving. We had Thanksgiving and we had Thanksgiving fall on a Thursday. We had Christmas Eve fall on a Thursday, and I still hosted my Thanksgiving one. Now that wasn't an hour-long show, but it was just a check-in more so. If anybody had any quick questions, boom, boom, bam. But if not, hey, enjoy the family. Same thing with today. We're not going to be on long. If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Again, this is Real Estate Q&A. Real Estate Q&A session, week 34. 34. Let's hope New Year's doesn't fall on a Thursday. Don't know. But again, hope you guys are doing well. I know it's Christmas. I know you guys aren't thinking about houses or anything like that. But if you are, and if you're looking to buy a house, or if you are trying to get into wholesaling, flipping, whatever the case may be, please feel free to ask whatever you feel like you need to ask regarding that, right? Because that's why I'm here, right? If I didn't care about y'all, if I didn't, care about everything that I've started, this is where it started, not Clubhouse. It didn't start on Clubhouse, right? I got a lot of followers on Clubhouse just off of the real estate stuff that I talk. It started here. Y'all are my loyal people, right? And I might not have the same numbers as Clubhouse that I do on here, but I love y'all, right? Started here. Y'all are the real reason why I do this, right? Sneaker Feed says, congrats. Thank you. Yes, I am engaged now. I have a whole fiance. First Live Dawn says, congrats, dude. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Let me tell y'all, it has been a wild 6 days. Between me being in Mexico, me getting engaged, me turning 30 years old, and me flying, traveling, all this stuff back in Florida, deep sea fishing, crazy. I haven't even been able to respond to everybody's messages on socials and on my phone yet. Like it's wild. But enough about me, because this ain't about me. This is about y'all, right? I knew y'all was gonna come in here saying congrats and stuff, which I appreciate. But again, this is about y'all. It's not about me. It's never about me. It's always about you guys. Remember that. It's always about y'all. I come on here and I spend this time for y'all, not myself, right? But I do appreciate the congratulations. Obviously, it's well appreciated. And I love y'all for that, because you guys keep up with what I got going on outside of coming here every Thursday for an hour. You guys obviously pay attention to my personal life, and I appreciate that. I'm not an interesting guy. I just do real estate. I do some things, but I appreciate that you guys have, some interest in what I do outside of this real estate stuff. So it's greatly appreciated. Again, I love y'all. That's why That's why I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Who we got? X-Minder Doctor says, Merry Christmas Eve, brother. Hey, Merry Christmas Eve to you, man. I appreciate you for even saying that, right? Because you didn't have to, but you did. So I appreciate you. Will buys real estate. This is Will. We connected on Clubhouse. What areas are you interested in investing in Baltimore? Appreciate you, Will, for popping up here for Clubhouse. A lot of people have recently popped in here from Clubhouse and show up, and I appreciate y'all because y'all know that I started here and then I started doing my thing on Clubhouse. Now I do my thing on Clubhouse a lot, not as of lately because I've been enjoying like life, but a lot of people have come from Clubhouse, so I appreciate y'all for crossing over. What areas what areas are you investing in Baltimore? I got you. Ex-Vendor Doctor says, New York City in the building. Congratulations, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I am engaged, man. I don't have my wedding ring yet, but I am engaged, and it's an amazing feeling, right? It's a great feeling to know that I am engaged now. So yes, very humble, many blessings. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Big Bang Tommy, what's going on, man? What's going on, Torin? Hey, hope you're getting your stuff together, brother, because right after Christmas, man, you got to get on your thing, man. We got to hit you in the house, brother. Don't think I ain't going to hold you accountable. I ain't catch you slipping, man. Let's go back to Will Buys Houses. Well, I keep saying Will's buy houses. Will buys real estate. What areas are you investing in Baltimore? Put a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Put a thumbs up if I need to talk louder. I am in my personal home right now in Florida. Y'all see that? Greatest president to ever do it. Don't we miss him? Anyway, so Will buys houses. He asked me, what areas do I invest in Baltimore? Patrick, you asking obvious questions. You know who it is. You know who it is, Patrick. What area? Oh, anyway, got you. What areas do I invest in Baltimore? So the areas I like to invest in, I like to invest in C-class neighborhoods, right? C-class neighborhoods that are predominantly rental class neighborhoods. A lot of Section 8, a lot of working class people. Somewhat. I mean, I've invested in D-class neighborhoods as well as B-class neighborhoods, right? I kind of fall between the range of between D and B. I don't have anything in an A-class neighborhood because the price is too high, and the price points don't allow me to cash flow like I want. And I don't invest in F-class neighborhoods yet because I just don't have the infrastructure to, nor the resources to as well. And resources means a lot of things, not just a little bit of things, but a lot of different things. So, but yeah, so particular areas in Baltimore that I like to invest. Probably my number one is Bel Air, Edison. That's 21213 specifically there, just because of the price points and the cash flow. You can pick up anything in Bel Air, Edison between something solid, like a solid rental. Again, you guys know I'm a long-term investor, so when you talk about picking up something out there in that particular neighborhood, 21213, you're looking at price points between 30K and actually not 30K, I'm sorry, 50K and all the way up to about 75, 80K, right? And you can but you can rent, the rent rates out there range anywhere between 1,000 to 1,400. I wouldn't say 1,500, you might be pushing it because those are smaller row homes out there. They're not your big 2,000 square foot row homes. Typically out there, those square footages are going to be 800 to about 1,100 square feet. If you're talking above grade, anything below, if you're talking below grade, you might have a basement, you can get 1,400, whatever. But I like those houses because they're 2 stories, they're small, they're quaint. You can get in, renovate them cosmetically with a look, 8 to 10K, 12K sometimes, right? And then, if you're all in 70, 75, you're bringing in $1,200 to $1,400 a month. That's a solid rental for me, right? And you're not in a very bad area. I mean, here's the one thing about that area. When you talk about the solds in Baltimore for the month of October, not November, October, Baltimore had its highest increase in sales ever, right? And the majority of those, it was 926 sales in Baltimore that month, right? The highest it's ever been, up 26% for the normal range. And that area, Bel Air, Edison, most of the sales came out of that area. So if you're looking to invest in rentals, great area. can't say it's can't say there's a lot of flipping going on. There is, right? But there's a lot of rentals. There's a lot of rental play out there. Another area I like to invest in out there is Dundalk, which is 21220. No, sorry, 221. Damn. Wait, is it Dundalk or what? No, 21222, and then 21224 is Dundalk. I love Dundalk. Everybody loves Dundalk. It's right on the water. Dundalk is a little bit more of a it's got an industrial side, but it's more suburban type area. It's got waterfront properties, and a lot of it's not. There is a side where there's row homes, right? Which is like the more 21224 area, where you'll find a couple, small row homes, 800 square feet. I have 2 rentals in that area, or in that zip code, and then there's also the 21222 area, which is more so like a suburban area, detached homes, garages. You don't normally see that in Baltimore City, but Dundalk has those kind of houses. I like Dundalk. I also like Reservoir Hill, because these are the big style row homes, the big brownstone row homes, the big 800 to 1.2, 1.3 million dollar style row homes that you'll find in a DC or Brooklyn for literally a quarter of the price. Well, no, 3/4 of that. Basically, if the house is if that same house is in DC and it costs $1 million, it's going to cost $250 in Baltimore. That's the best way I can put that. So I like those homes because they're big, huge row homes, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 square foot, beautiful row homes, and they're fairly affordable if you can get in. Now, the problem with Reservoir Hill is that the inventory is low, so got to get out there while you can, because that inventory is going quickly. I have a I have a house out there now, and ever since I bought out there, I remember there was vacants out there. Certain intersections and certain streets had vacants. They're not there no more, right? They're already renovated, so that area has been pretty much poached. There's a couple properties out there that I'm looking at, but there's not a lot of inventory out there. But those are the 3 areas that I like to invest in, just for myself. There's others. There's other great areas. You guys don't have to invest in those areas, but I'm just giving you, actually, I'm just answering, who asked that question? Will buys real estate. So I hope that answers your question. Who we got up in here? You guys already know what this is. Real Estate Q&A every Thursday. Not at 12 o'clock, not today, because obviously it's Christmas Eve. I'm a late shopper. But every Thursday, 12 o'clock. You guys already know what it is. We do this thing consistently. We're at 34 weeks straight. And we're going to keep giving it to you guys as best we can. You know what I'm saying? And Patrick says, who's the lucky lady? The lucky lady is Elena. You guys know who she is. Pop up on my Instagram and show her some love. That's my baby. It's also my fiance. Anyway, who else we got up in here? X-Mender, Devin. What's going on, Devin? Will buys real estate. The Oliver Perry. What's going on, brother? Hey, man, look, I know it's been difficult to get in touch with me, but this past 3-4 weeks has been ridiculous, right? I got 3 rehabs going on, and I just was out the country for 6 days, and we're going to get up. Count on the new year. Count on the new year that we're going to get up together, all right? Hold me to that, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being consistent, but no, for real. The Oliver Perry guys, we met on Clubhouse, and been trying to link up in Baltimore, and I suck because I got a million things going on. So I'm never knowing what day, this, that, and the third. So count on it. You guys heard me say it here on my platform. This is my platform, not Clubhouse. This is my platform. I started here, right? IG Live. Yes, you guys already know what it is. I appreciate y'all. You guys hold me to that. In the new year, brother, we're gonna link up. T-Mont 26, what's going on? Appreciate you popping up in here. The great Jaden, hey, hello. Let's JV on a deal if you find a good one. Always interested in making money. The Oliver Perry says, welcome back, King. Appreciate you, brother. I am back. but I'm not in Baltimore. I am here in Florida at the house where I grew up. So normally we do these at Baltimore. Today, for the sake of time and for the season, it's Christmas. I go home for Christmas. I am here. So appreciate you guys for popping up in here. This real estate Q&A sessions, week 34, bringing you consistency every single week, every Thursday at 12 o'clock. Not today, because it's Christmas Eve and I had to do my last minute Christmas shopping, but every Thursday, 12 o'clock from here on out. That is unless New Year's falls on a Thursday and I partied too hard the night before. I haven't checked the calendar yet. Somebody check the calendar on here and let me know if New Year's falls on a Thursday. If New Year's falls on a Thursday, I'm not gonna cancel the show. I'm still gonna do the shows. But somebody check that for me because I don't want to click off of here. Somebody check that for me, please. Young Sweet Life, say appreciate you popping up in here. It does. Oh man. I don't know what it is. Like Thursdays, every holiday season fall on a Thursday this year. Who knew? We'll manage that accordingly, but you guys already know I'm going to be here for you guys like I have been for 34 weeks straight. My goal is to do 1 year every week, 56 weeks consecutively, right? New Year's Eve is on a Thursday. I can get down with that. Normally, you guys know New Year's festivities don't start until, at night, so I'm cool with that. And I'm probably not going to do much this year anyway because of Corona. So you guys be mindful of that. Anyway, outside of my personal plans, again, this is Real Estate Q&A Sessions week 34. If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask them below. This is about y'all. This is not about me. This is about y'all. I've been running my mouth about myself. This is about you guys. So ask your questions below right there in the little comment section right there or in the question mark little spot too. You can ask those questions. Again, special episode because it's Christmas Eve. Normally, we do this at 1 o'clock. Today, we're doing it at 8 o'clock. So, we might not be on here long. I just wanted to come on here and answer any small questions you guys might have. Again, this is for y'all, not myself. I still have to I still have to wrap my gifts. Have not done so. But meanwhile, outside of that, while I wait for questions, because it's 8:36, we're going to go till 9 o'clock, right? But if I don't get any questions, I might go earlier because I still got to wrap gifts. But I'm going to count this until 9 o'clock. So again, if you guys got any questions, anything, ask them below. Outside of that, I have 3 rehabs going on. 1 for a client, 2 of my own. When you guys get, I'll say this. When you guys you guys start doing renovations and start, reaching out to contractors and getting quotes and things like that, make sure whenever you're getting quotes and you're interviewing contractors and they're giving you these quotes, most contractors, most of them will give you one number. So if you said, hey, I need to replace a toilet, I need to fix a hole I need to replace it. I want to replace the toilet. I want to put some sheetrock up. I want to tile the bathroom. Most of them are probably going to give you one price. They're going to give you one price, and that's it. You don't want that one price. You want an itemized breakdown of the cost. Never take a contract. Well, not a contract, but never take a quote that just have a one price, right? Like just a number, a bulk number. You want something that has an itemized list. I need to see a breakdown. And the reason you do that is because you want to be able to see what you owe or what somebody needs to be paid at all times, because you don't know how that relationship is going to go at any point in time, right? So if you've hired a contractor to do 10 things and he starts doing all 10 things, right? And then he says, hey, I need some money, or hey, can you pay me? You're going to look around and you're going to say, oh, dang, he started a lot of work. You're right. You deserve a check. But what you don't know is that he started all 10 things, but he didn't complete anything, right? And that's the point. You pay for work that's completed, or you pay for work that you see is done, right? You don't pay for work that's not done or hasn't been started, right? So I don't pay deposits up front unless it's for material, right? Or unless it's a guy that I trust and I know. But even still, I tell my guys, look, I don't pay for money. I don't pay for jobs up front. I pay for material, right? And in the event, the reason why I said that you need to know these costs at all times is because let's say you hire not only that example that I just gave you, but if let's say you hired him to do 10 jobs, right? And he's done 5 of them, right? And he's working on 6 or 7, and then you guys fall out, you end up firing him for whatever reason, and you owe him money. You will be able to go back to that itemized list and check off and say, okay, I owe him for this, I owe him for this, I owe him for this. But not only do you owe him for those specific things that you can point out, you can also point out the cost for each itemized thing and be able to pay him accordingly. Because if you didn't do that, let's say, for example, you take that quote that just has a number. Let's say you got him doing 10 things and he just gives you one bulk number. At any point, if the relationship severs, he says, okay, I did this and this and this and this. You owe me money before I go right off into the sunset and never see you again. He's going to say, let's say the job was $10,000. He's going to say, I need $8,000. And you're going to be like, well, how do you're going to pay it. Or you're going to be confused as why you're not going to pay it because you don't know what to pay him. How do you know what the quantitative would pay him if he didn't give you an itemized breakdown of the cost? So if he says he needs $8,000 or he wants $8,000 because he did this, this, and this, and he started this, this, and this, how do you know that the amount of work that he completed is worth $8,000? See what I'm saying? See how you can find yourself in a crazy situation? Because he can sit there and tell you that the work that he did is worth $8,000 when in all actuality it might not be. You might give him 10 jobs to do. He might start all 10. Remember that example. He might start all 10. And then you guys fall out. And he says, well, the job was worth $10,000. I need $8,000. Or I need $9,000. And guess what? You're going to be like, oh, cool, I'm going to pay you, or you're not going to pay him, whatever the case may be. You don't know what to pay him. And that's my point. He started all 9 jobs or all 10 jobs. He didn't complete not near job. But you fired him, and now he's saying that you owe him $10,000 or $9,000 or $8,000. Are you kidding me? You don't have that breakdown. So always get the itemized list breakdown when you're dealing with contractors and you're getting your quotes. Never take bulk numbers. Never pay up front. Well, I'm not going to say never because there are some exceptions, but never pay money up front if you don't have to. If you have to pay money up front, make sure it's for materials. And here's how I get around that, right? If a guy says, well, I can't trust you that you're going to pay me. I said, well, I can't trust you that you're going to show up after I pay you. We're at a stalemate. Here's the solution. You start work on day 1. I come at the end of day 1 and I review what you did and I will pay you. I will pay you for a day's worth of work. So that way, in good faith, I know that you're going to show up and do the job. In good faith on your end, you know that I'm willing to pay you. And we'll move accordingly after that. That's how I get around that. Right? So again, just a couple of tips. I know I was just rambling. X-Mentor says, do you really need your real estate license or knowledge more? Do you really need your real estate license, or is knowledge more important? You don't need your real estate license okay, the better question is to do what? What are you trying to do? Do you want to know if you need your real estate license to sell houses? Or are you saying, do you think you need a real estate license to invest? Or are you saying, do you need knowledge to, I don't know. Be specific. Let me know so I can answer your question. It's a good question. What's going on, Mr. Cheeto Head? Okay, that is a great name. Appreciate you popping up in here. The Oliver Perry says, not to mention the breakdown helps you when you look at the next property that needs repairs as well. Bing, ding, 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 ding. I haven't had a great comment like that in a long time. Yes. Yes, that is a great comment. You know why? Because I like to hold guys accountable for the stuff that they tell me, right? If you tell me something, you might not think I'm going to remember. It's when it comes to cost, I be remembering, right? So if you charge me something on a job, I'm gonna be like, okay, right? And normally if it's the first time you're doing it, I'm gonna say, okay, you know, I'm gonna bring you down, right? I always negotiate, right? I always negotiate. But that cost that we settle at, I'm gonna remember that. Boop, okay. And some guys I don't even negotiate. I just take it, right? Like, okay, cool. Best believe when we get to the next job and I ask you to do the same thing, it better be the same cost, because if it's not, there's gonna be a time bomb that goes off my head. It's like, hold on, last time that price, you're doing the same thing and that cost is not the same. And so I'm like, hey dude, I gave you the job last time and it was $100. Now you're trying to charge me $125. What's the problem? What's the deal? Right? Great comment. Yes, if you guys have the ability to write those costs down, get those price breakdowns, because one, you want to make sure you can know what to pay at all times, and two, use that as a frame of reference for the next job or the 1,000th job. Sometimes they be forgetting. They do 5 jobs for you, and then they try to, sneak in an upcharge, and you don't even know it, or you forgot because you're giving them so much work and you're paying all these other guys. It's just so many quotes and numbers and things like that. And you forget that, hold on, a toilet used to cost me $125 to get installed. Now it's costing me $175. Hold on. Whoa, plumber. Hey, what's the problem? What are you trying to do? You trying to pull a fast one on me? So, great question. X-Mender says, invest money. So he wants to know, do you really need your real estate license or not, or is knowledge more important to invest in real estate? I will be the first to tell you that you do not need your real estate license to invest in real estate. I just got my license almost a year ago, and before that, I had already had multiple properties, multiple deals, multiple wholesales. I've done a lot without a real estate license. You do not need a real estate license to invest in real estate. What you do need is knowledge. That is key. Ding, 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 ding. So the end of your question is actually correct. You need knowledge is more important than your license, right? Your license is a tool. It is used to do a bunch of different things and open up a bunch of different other avenues for you as an investor or as an agent, but you don't need it. And some of the most successful real estate individuals that I know don't even have licenses. So you don't have to follow whoever tells you need a real estate license, they're lying. You don't need a real estate license. Now, if you're trying to sell real estate, retail real estate, if you're trying to sell real estate, yes, you need a license. But you can also sell real estate wholesaling. Right? So if you want to be affiliated with a brokerage and be a traditional agent, yes, you can do that. If you want to be an investor agent like myself, you can go get a license. I don't use my real estate license to sell houses. That's not my primary focus, nor is it something that, it's not my primary focus. Will I help sell houses or help people buy houses for a couple people or some close people or within my circle? Yeah, sure, but it's not something that I'm acted like I do full time. Normally I refer people to other agents in my brokerage, right? Somebody says, hey, I'm looking to buy a house in Maryland or DC. I'm like, hey, cool, I got somebody for you. I call my brokerage because that's just not my first point of business, because my time is valuable and I appreciate y'all for wanting to buy houses, but I can only take on so many people at a time because I'm also running a couple other businesses too. But again, yes, get your real estate license. and I'll give you this perspective. My real estate license helps me get access to the MLS. I can comp properties, whatever. It helps me wholesale houses. It helps me sell houses. It helps me get into houses. Yeah. And I'm also affiliated with a brokerage that supports what I do. Shout out to Amber and Company. Y'all go support a black brokerage in South DC, Southern DC, Southern Maryland, right? And also owned by FAMU alumni. So appreciate y'all. Shout out to my brokerage, not Keller Williams, not these big brands. There's nothing wrong with the big brand brokerages, but my brokerage means a lot to me. So appreciate y'all. Shout out to Amber and Company. But no, knowledge, man, knowledge. Knowledge can come in the form of paying for a course, and come in the form of paying for a coach, and come in the form of you graduating from YouTube University. It can come from graduating from the School of Hard Knocks. Those are the 4 ways you can get knowledge in this real estate world, right? And it's either you're going to pay to play, or you're going to pay to have somebody tell you how to play. Right. And a lot of times there's no right or wrong with that. Right. Because, if you're thinking about it logically, it's like, why would I go out there and spend $1 million screwing up and losing my money and learning the hard way and taking all this time when I can just pay somebody to tell me what not to do? Right. That is a very good argument. I can skip 10 years of bumps and bruises and go straight to the game within a year. Or 2 years, whatever the case may be, however long it takes to, depending on what course or what program you've spent money for. But there's nothing wrong with that, right? Now the problem is there's so many people out here selling crap that you don't know what's authentic, you don't know what's not, you don't know what's going to get you results, and you don't know whose product you're going to buy or coaching program you're going to invest in that's going to hold you accountable. I know ain't no echo in here. Pay attention. There's a lot of crap being sold online that is requiring you to pay money. That does not mean that these people are going to hold you accountable, or you're going to be able to hold them accountable if you don't receive results. A lot of people out here losing money. Don't get it twisted, right? Everybody's selling a course nowadays. Everybody's selling something. So be mindful of that, right? Just be cautious. Make sure that if you guys are buying courses or are buying buying into coaching programs, make sure the coach or the person that's just selling this stuff actually does this stuff. Make sure you can actually vet them. Make sure you can actually go and look on their socials and or not even their socials. People be lying on socials, right? Y'all can go on my feed and y'all don't see no houses on my feed. But y'all know I do this because y'all see I'm on here every week. IG, my stories, whatever the case may be, right? And you can also tell if somebody's authentic based on the advice they're giving you. If they're regurgitating stuff that's on the internet, everybody can do that, right? But when you got real experience, you can speak from that experience, and you can tell based on the responses that they're giving you, because not only they're telling you what not to do, or they're giving you advice on what to do or what not to do, they add their own personal input or experiences in there as well. I can talk to y'all for a million days about my experience over the last 3 years, right? Don't come check me, straight up. So anyway, but I'm also not selling a program or product. So yes, so if there's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with coaching. There's nothing wrong with buying a product. All for it. Just make sure you're spending your money the right way with somebody that is going to hold you accountable and is going to make sure that you get your money's worth, right? Keep that in mind. School of Hard Knocks, yes, you can go that way. It's going to take you a long time, right? And you might not have, it might not take you a long time. You might get it, right? But not everybody is cash fortunate or money fortunate. So, where you go in and you make a mistake, that mistake might cost you 10 grand. Can you recover from that, or are you out of the game, right? If you go to School of Hard Knocks, well, 1 or 2 mistakes can you could be out of the game real quick. And there's a lot of people that get in real estate and they get out really quick, right? It's a lot of people that lose money. Actually, it's not even a lot of people. Everybody loses money in the real estate game. Don't let nobody else tell you different, right? Don't let nobody else or no coach tell you guys that their business and everything they're doing is all sweet and dandy and great, because there's always something going wrong. People lose money in this game every single day. Don't matter whether you're Rashaad Mays or you're Don Peebles. Doesn't matter, right? You lose money. That's the name of the game. It's an investment, right? People forget that buying houses is an investment. And when you're talking, what is an investment? I don't know the exact definition, but you get what I'm saying. You have the ability to lose some money, right? You can win money, you can lose money, right? You're putting that money at risk, right? So there's always a risk. Remember that. So yeah, those are the two ways. School of Hard Knocks, pay for it. Or YouTube University. YouTube University is also a great way. Watch a lot of Max Maxwell. I'm always going to endorse Max Maxwell. Shout out to the brother doing his thing. A couple other people on there as well, but YouTube's always a great resource. But those are the ways you can get in the game. I mean, knowledge is going to be the key thing. Oh, here's one thing. I'm sorry. Who asked that question? Because y'all know I be going off on tangents. X-Men Doctor. What you can do is dang, I got a brain fart. What you can do is partner with folks, right? There's nothing wrong with partnering with somebody that actually knows what they're doing. I'm not saying me. There's a lot of people who've reached out to me. I'm not saying me. I'm talking in general, right? And I'm not saying I'm not available to partner either. I'm just saying in general. I'm speaking in general. You can also partner with folks that know what the hell they're doing. You might not know what you're doing. It's fine. But if you got enough tenacity and you got enough wherewithal, you find yourself in the right circles, you find somebody that is looking for a partner. You can JV on the wholesale deals, right? Somebody asked me earlier in the comment section about JVing. That's partnering. That's a partnership deal, right? That's a partnership wholesale deal, right? You can JV with folks. You can ask people to, you can do a lot of different things, right? You can be a bird dog for somebody, right? And if you guys don't know what bird dog is, that means you go out and you put out signs, you scout deals, you find houses, you go talk to. So that is a great way to get in the game, to learn at the ground floor, right? The ground floor, right? There's nothing wrong with getting in and doing the dirty work. That's not even dirty work. Like, being a bird dog for somebody, or just being a bird dog in general, is like a great way to learn the ins and outs and like to be comfortable, like knowing what to look for, knowing what properties to prospect, knowing how to do specific marketing tactics and things like that. So like, these are things that should never be shunned upon, or I'm beneath that. I mean, no, I'm over that. I'm not going to go and put out bandit signs on a Friday night. I got stuff to do at 11 o'clock at night. I'm not going to go drive for dollars and look for houses and bandit houses 5 times a week, for an hour a day, trying to find 100 houses. Who would do that? Keep playing, right? Keep playing. So you can always go do that. But also remember, if you're going to approach somebody, bring some value, right? Because a lot of these real estate professionals, a lot of these guys that do this business, they're very busy, and you want to be able to provide some value too, right? You don't want to say, hey, can you give me the game? Yeah, I can, but I also got my own life. You know what I'm saying? So, or they're gonna be like, hey, yeah, I'll give you the game, but you gotta pay me. So provide some value. Again, provide value. That's all I'm saying. A couple people popped up in here. G11TG joined. What's going on? Give them the game, baby. Merry Christmas. Hey, you already know, guys, how I do. Country Crafts 19. What's going on? Rontel, what's going on, brother? Thumbs up. Appreciate you, man. Popping up in here. Cameron, my cousin. What's going on, man? Appreciate you popping up in here. You guys already know this is Real Estate Q&A session. This is week 34. I am doing this consistently every single Thursday. Now, today is Christmas Eve, so naturally I was not going to be up at 12 o'clock today, p.m. on IG Live with you guys, because what was I doing? Last minute Christmas shopping. But as of right now, I'm not. So again, I just, for the sake of consistency, I had to make sure that I did this, and I'm also proud that I did it because, again, where would I rather be at 9:00 on a Christmas Eve than with y'all, the people I started with? So I appreciate y'all for popping up in here. We actually went longer than what I thought, and I think I said 9:00 was the time. Yeah, it's looking like it's about 9:00, guys. So we had actually pretty decent show. A couple people popped up in here, a couple questions, and I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all always, for sure. You guys already know. And I didn't, dang, housekeeping. You guys already know. We do this every single Thursday, 12 o'clock, with the exception of today because it's Christmas Eve, right? Every single Thursday, 12 o'clock, giving you guys the game consistently, 34 weeks straight. The only thing I have to ask for you guys, housekeeping-wise, is screenshot this, post it to your story. Not your feed, but your story. Let folks know what we're doing. Tag somebody, tag me, and that's all I ask for. I give this game away free, even on Christmas Eve. Ooh, shit. Damn, there's your Christmas present from me right there. Early Christmas present for you guys. I did a whole show Christmas Eve at 8:00 at night while I should be wrapping my gifts. So, again, screenshot this, post to your story, let folks know what's going on. And at the end of the day, you guys have a Merry Christmas. I'm going to enjoy my day. Well, actually not. I got to go pack. But again, you guys know what it is. Every Thursday, 12 o'clock. Not this Thursday. Next Thursday, 12 o'clock. And we're going to do this thing. Father's calling me. Peace.